So this afternoon, I'll be taking the lead on the conversation and Michael will be joining in as well. If you've got questions on the Facebook Live, please pass them through as we talk to Ian. And also you'll find in Zoom that there's also a chat function in there. We would be more than happy to take your questions as we go through this afternoon. Now, Ian, I thought that we would kick things off on a pretty basic level this afternoon and talk about some issues around timing and planning. In response to the COVID crisis, there's been some conversations on sites about delay and loss in productivity. So it's really with that in mind that we've invited you to have a conversation this afternoon. There was some early thoughts that in response to the pandemic, there might be some shutdown of construction sites. It seems like, fingers crossed, if there's no second wave of outbreak, that we may possibly be through that threat, and also subject to observing social distancing on site and those workplace health and safety issues. But that doesn't mean that just because projects haven't been entirely shut down, that there hasn't been some impact on programming or some loss of productivity that should be accounted for. So if we could just start with the basics, what is a program?
Well, Janelle, a program is a series of activities which are linked logically together, which you then calculate how long a project's going to take and what sequence you're going to do it in. Very important document. It started out many, many years ago as a management tool and it's still used that way. But there's also a lot of contractual ramifications these days to do with programming in time and obviously delay. And as you spoke about, disruption to sites. So there's a number of things which you can talk about with programs. There's things like activities and duration and logic and how they fit together. But there's also a thing called float, which helps you calculate which are the most important things, which is the longest sequence of continuous activities, which actually define how long your program, your work is going to actually take. And that's very important, particularly when you look from a contractual perspective, where you have to finish by a certain time, otherwise you may suffer liquidated damages, or you also have your own delay damages.